Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Takes a shot! He's delivered all right! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Porto are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And here's Torres. And that pass just didn't quite work. Porto, Rijkaard! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Puskás. He's under a lot of pressure there. And this is Hazard. Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he cuts out the supply. Over to the other side. Oh, super find. And he's managed to get free. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Big chance! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Can he finish?
Porto are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Puskás. Puskás. Good, strong midfield running here. Valverde. Valverde. Well, that looks a decent ball. Mbappé.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
And this is Puskás. And this is Hazard. And he's being shifted off it. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Probing pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Cannavaro. Koundé. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Torres. Played out to the right. Conte. To Hazard. Puskás. He's had it taken off him. And it's Bellingham. Oh, good spread. Now it's Goulet. Very nicely done. Stood up well to him there. And it's played in. It's a goal kick. Makaleli. Hernandez. Puskas. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's looking wide. Porto are still behind as we reach out for half-time. That's a smashing touch to get him away. Conte. Makaleli. Oh, that's a fine interception. Azar. Defending was strong and firm. Lobbed in behind. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Torres. He shifted it to the flank. And it's Hernandez. Makaleli. And here's Torres. Bellingham. And it's Valverde. Good ball, good take. Now this could be a chance. Chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's in on goal.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, good-looking ball. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, so I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Goulart. Goulart going face-to-face with his great rival. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Makaleli. Nice control. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Out towards the flank. That has not gone well.
That's alert and sharp and very well played. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Conte. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that's fabulous. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. And a chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Hernandez.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Great chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Fernando Torres has just shown why those situations demand a higher grade of focus. He fluffed it.
Looking to play him in. Hernandez. He's on it. Can he get away? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Makaleli, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Makaleli. Ball played for Rijkaard. And this is Hazard. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And the finish! And it's in! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Mbappe. Koundé. Rijkaard. And this is Torres. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Mbappe. Howson has got himself a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Vamos aplicar uma substituição.
Always going over the top.
Hernandez has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Koundé, that has ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball. Hernandez. And De Ligt. And it's Makaleli. And Hernandez. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
And that is high.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
"75 minutes played. Ball's played through. He's in plenty of space here. Vinicius Junior. Hernandez receives it in a good position here. That's a little off target. Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And the shots! They did it! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Madrid making another change here. Cristiano Ronaldo coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Well, they've got it again. Now the cross. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's made its way to him. Shapes to shoot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Yellow or red? It is red. Porto are down to 10 men. Not the most accurate pass.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. Now he's off and running. It's played through for him. He's found some space. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. He has found the way through. Vinicius Junior! In for the pieces! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Knocks it out wide.
That's going in strongly.
Referee has just said play on. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The
Hello,
game yet to
everybody,
kick off.
and welcome
The
to
excitement
today's match.
already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
He's found a way through. Owen with the terrific header. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. For my money, Peter, Sergio Busquets was the best number 6 of his generation.
And it's striking, isn't it, how different he is from those... And Owen! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Hernandez. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Rijkaard. Good ball, good take. Shot, surely! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Cafu. Pedri has been caught there, it's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Still goalless. Bale. Now it's Drogba. Conte. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Mbappe. That is Conte. Raul. Raul going face to face with his great rival. And he's there to get it away. And it's Rijkaard. Raul. He's in a good position here. Now who's going to be first to this? Bale. Now it's Luis Suarez. Cafu. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Kante has given away a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Al Nassr clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge. That's just playing it safe and simple.
We're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Mbappe.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Raul. Conte. And it's Drogba. Saliba does well to get it back. And this is Owen. And it's Drogba. Mbappe. That is good strength. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he cuts out the supply. He's in a great position here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Makaleli, a player who needs no introduction. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Knocks it into space. Koundé. Makaleli. And here's Kante. Bale. Pedri. To Bale. And this is Owen. In with the challenge. Pele, played out wide. Cross float. Oh, what a... against the crossbar! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Making their way home on public
No
transportation
goals at this stage,
today,
but
please
certainly
watch
not
the
devoid of
screen.
action.
Train departure
It is
times from
0-0
all
here
local
at
major
half-time.
stations. Substitution on the field. Number 7, Pedri.
So off we go
Coming on
once
to
more.
replace him is number
Both sides
6,
defensively robust
Xavi.
up to now. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Hernandez. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Xavi. Busquets. And here's Owen. Pele! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Makaleli. Conte. Passing is crisp and sharp. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Al Nassr appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up.
Just the goalkeeper's great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now, this could be a chance. And that's been won straight back. Bale. It's Bale! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
60 minutes played. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Drogba. Long ball upfield. Well read, nice interception. And it's Conte. Great vision. He saw the date. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Porto have themselves a chance from the spot. So the would-be breakthrough moment. Doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
The goal scorer for Porto after 67 minutes is number 6, Kylian Mbappe.
Porto have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Pele! It's a goal! And the lead lasts no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your head slip.
It's Pele! Owen, and he shoots! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short, and this is Bale. Shapes to shoot! And he's heaved it away. He's had a shot! And the ball's come loose here.
This is a show of real intent to add another goal to their lead. No hesitation whatsoever.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Big chance! One-on-one! It's a sharp pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Rijkaard. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Owen. Saliba. Closing in on goal. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Played in deep. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. So, third corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Porto are looking to go forward now. Conte. Raul. That's Rijkaard. Now it's Drogba. And here's Raul. Now it's Rijkaard. Tries a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Tries to play it through. And he's in on goal.
There will be 5 minutes.
There's a
added time.
no-nonsense tackle. Drogba. Bale. Drogba. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He rises! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Can he get on the end of this? He's picked his way through. That's good defending, very good defending. And time is up. Porto did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Porto are looking a touch fragile, Peter. Confidence looked well down, and they have to find some courage quickly now if they're to react.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow...
Takes the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Great defending, strong and determined. Son Heung-min gets a foot in here. He's picked his way through. Now it's Lerma. Well timed, excellent interception. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, super find. Just the keeper to beat! Great chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Rijkaard at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He steps in, and that's the end of that. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he's straight offside. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, it's Van Basten. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's a fine interception. Van Basten is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Conte. Puskás. And this is Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Oh, what has happened here? And the shot's on here. Puskás! Son Heung-min. He's a sharp little ball here. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Well, that is one way to stop him. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, no question, that's a foul. He's in a great position here. And the shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
He's through here. He's got away. Jimenez gets it away. Porto have got it back and they'll have another go. Makalele, a player who needs no introduction. Kudus.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Mbappe. No, he wasn't going to let him pass.
That's good play from him.
Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
Porto heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And this is Van Basten. Looking for the run. Shot, surely! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Cherki tries to play it through. Pass is just off target. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Son Heung-min proves too strong. Kudus is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Makalele pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Raul. Conte. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Puskás. He's onside. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Porto sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And the second half gets underway. Some resolute defending there. Now it's Puskás. Son Heung-min. Great ball, and he's in here. And it's Van Basten. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Takes a shot. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Van Basten. And this is Van Basten. Look at this. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And this is Raul. Nice interception, well timed.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That'll be a throw. Raul, who's set up one goal so far. Now, can they get him away? That has been cut short. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. France have a free kick. Now it's Lerma. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Porto in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Aimed beyond the defence. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Makalele goes sliding in. Raul. Great vision. And a chance! And he's gone looking for safety. And here's Rijkaard. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Van Basten. Engages and forces him off the ball. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Hernandez gets into a good position. Oh, this is goes for a shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Porto find a position of real strength now. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And he's managed to get free. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Porto with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And it's hoisted clear. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Jimenez. For Lerma. Kudus. Son Heung-min looking to play him in. He slings it in. Oh, good-looking ball. Conte closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Mbappe picks it up out wide. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Hateboer. Now who's going to be first to this?
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Can he get it through? Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Raul looking to add to his goal. Jimenez. Raul with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Lerma.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, it's Raul. Raul has been caught there, it's a foul. Porto are closing in on a comfortable... Oh no, what has happened here? Big Messi! Sticks it away! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
And look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
France give themselves a fighting chance. Can he finish? Off the post! Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Rijkaard. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Cannavaro. Van Dijk. Conte. Now it's Messi.
Il y aura
Kudus
4 minutes de temps
Stood up well to
additionnel.
him there. Time added on 4 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Son Heung-min. Kudus. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. So the perfect chance to get one back. A heavy challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten looking to run onto it. Oh, that's neat. And here's Rijkaard. No way through, so back it comes. And time is up. Porto are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Raoul picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the people of Buenos Aires do their football like no other people. So different to anything else you will see anywhere else. There really is no imitating this. There is certainly no improving upon it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Now it's Puskás. The pass has gone astray.
Raúl. And it's Rijkaard. That is a great pick out.
Faced, it's Van Basten! Big moment, massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Porto, Puskás!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Puskás is offering a wry smile there.
Beckham. Baresi.
Now Costa Curta. The ball has bounced loose now. Costa Curta.
Maradona.
Now it's Modric.
Raúl.
Porto really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Porto have a free kick.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now, can they get him away? That has been cut short. Schlotterbeck.
Raúl.
And it's Conte. Can he get on the end of this? Played out wide. Neymar. Neymar plays it in. Courtois claims it. Safe hands. Puskás. Ball played for Conte. Now it's Mbappe.
Raúl.
Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Now it's Maradona. Great vision. Now this could be a chance. He might be in here. Oh, good claim by the keeper.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
Courtois did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Applies the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
Modric really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Adams. Oh, easy pickings there. It's run loose here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, good-looking ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, important interception. Oh, shooting chance! He scores! And this is getting better and better. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And now he has two. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, good ball! Maradona. Now that's well seen too. Makaleli. Raul. And it's Conte. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Aimed beyond the defence. He's picked his way through. Great chance! Really well taken goal. A goal at a really telling moment. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Porto get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
It's a pretty loose pass. Maradona gets into a good position. It's Maradona! And he nearly went all the way. Maradona. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Porto can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Puskás. Puskás was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Van Basten! He's got a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So the lead now is 2. Well, everything shapes to shoot! That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
They've played it short, and he's been shifted off it. And now they can spring out of defence. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rijkaard. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. So what can they conjure from this one? This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Good ball, good take. Porto have got it back and they'll have another go. In with the challenge. Good play on the left-hand side here. And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Makalelu. He's on it, can he get away? Threads one in.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates...
He's got full! Harmlessly behind.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Short changes him with that pass. That has not gone well. Now it's Torres. He can run onto that. Oh, not quite. He's played it long. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard. Well, that is one way to stop him. Puskás. And it's Rijkaard. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Forlan. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Oh, no messing about, it is red. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Keeper is right behind it.
Oh, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Puskás. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, that's clever. Oh, well played. Fernando Torres. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Rijkaard. Conte. Raúl. That looks a cracking ball. Puskás finds himself offside. And it's Fernando Torres.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, it's come loose. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. Raúl. That's a little off target. Now it's Puskás. Thinks about the shot. He's had a shot! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Baresi. And it's Makalele. To Beckham.
Tries to play it through. He's in a good position here. Big chance! And that is wildly off target.
Se van a jugar 4 minutos de
4 added
compensación.
minutes on the board. Puskas. And that's been won straight back. And it's Drogba. Knocks it into space. It's gone out for a throw-in. Beckham. And that has left him in a heap. Goes down, but nothing given.
Rijkaard.
Oh, delightful ball. He's found a way through. Delivered with swing.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution...
So that's it. It is all over. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got...